And we are live. Puro Chicano U-turn. What's up, guys? Puro Chicano U-turn. What's up? Turn these lights off real quick. How you guys doing? Well, I'm right here in the house. Just chilling. Didn't sleep much. My ribs are still killing me. Give me a second, guys. Puro Chicano U-turn. How you guys doing, man? Oh man. Oh my gosh. I'm screwing up big time. Well, I just got back home a little while ago. Took a shower because I was kind of smelly, sweating over here, big time, walking around. I had to go do several things today. Obviously, I had to go do some things. Yeah, man. So I had to go do some things. I had to go to the market too as well. And then I was with my boy. He followed me. Shout out my son, Papas, which is the picture you guys see right here. That's my son, the baby boy of the house, with the mouth of a sailor, or worse than a sailor. I don't know, man. My son, I brought him from over there, from Texas. The little boy, man, was already cussing. He was only 3 years old when I first got him. Right now he's 8. It's been about 5 years since I went over there to Texas to go get him. I drove all the way over there, by the way. I drove all the way over there to go get him. And yeah, it was a mission, man, for sure. It was a straight up mission. But you know, you have to do what you got to do, especially when you love your kids that much. You know. And obviously, you would do anything. You would do anything for your kids, man, including giving your own life for them. Which you know, I would not hesitate to do so for either of my kids. My daughter, my 2 boys. I will, huh? No, I'm doing my podcast right now, amigo. Which is that's my baby boy right there. Go check him out. My son right there.
No beer in this house.
Ain't nobody drinking no beer, fool.
Hey, you always do that.
Look, I got this right here. Drinking this. It's because I've been drinking a little bit too much, man. Been overindulging. I've been I don't know, man. You know, I think I'm Looney Tune, man, already. I just been whacked out of my freaking mind. Just feeling a certain way, you know. I guess some people consider it weakness, whatever. It's a real thing, especially when it's a generational issue. Which in my case, well, like they say, man, you don't believe in ghosts, then they just simply don't exist. Same thing with depression. You don't believe in it, then you just simply don't exist. But if you do believe in it, I guess it does exist. But I think it's not it's out of my own choice. It's out of my choice. What I'm trying to say is not that I believe in it. It's just that it's just there. You know, you feel a certain way, and it just sucks, man. You know, feel a certain way. You know, I wish I was working. You know, I wish I had my license. Wish I didn't have to go through these freaking seizures. Um, but things. You know, it is what it is. You know, um, I wish I wouldn't have to feel this way. But what are you gonna do? You know. And I think a lot of it has to do with that freaking medication I was taking, man. I was taking too much freaking medication, that it just did something, distorted my mind or something. It did something to me, man. That I think that's why I've been suffering from these freaking seizures too, because of all the freaking crazy medicine that I was taking. Baclofen, gabapentin, Suboxone, all of the world, tramadol, you know, Seroquel, you know, Lexapro. I was taking all that crazy medication, at one point. And instead of helping you out, it does something worse to you, you know. Not to mention the years of abuse of Johnson, you know, and well, maybe the weed not so much, you know, the bud. Smoked it for many years too, but then the years of abuse, I guess, for alcohol too as well. I guess has to do something with it. I guess I don't know, but things happen, you know, when you start taking all these freaking medications that I was taking, at one point in my life, that I think it has contributed to the seizures that I've been having. You know, even though I've been having these crazy um, bumps and stuff like that, where I was actually, I was already feeling distorted as it is, you know. And my mind's distorted now. It's just it's no good, man. I mean, come on, baclofen, Suboxone, Lexapro, gabapentin, um, what else? Tramadol, Seroquel. I was taking all that stuff in the same time, man. And instead of helping you out, the thing just you know, I started having seizures all of a sudden, eh? And like I said, not to mention the freaking the Johnson and Johnson I did for many years too, man. That's another thing too. You know, going straight to your freaking brain, shooting it up straight to you, and smoking it and doing it, whatever, for many years. It's crazy, man. Shout out, whoever's out there. Shout out to you. Um, Shout out to Slab City News. Um, Shout out to you, Carlos, too. Slab City TV. Shout out to you, Johnny Hash Brown. You're back there. Yeah, you too, right there. Look, Slab City News is TV. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you, Honey Ho Ho, formerly known as Honey Holic. Shout out to you, Teresa, man. I haven't heard anything from you, Teresa. I hope you're okay, man. I hope everything's fine with you. I really do miss you. I haven't spoken to you for God knows how long now. But I wish you're okay, man. Reach out to me. You know, GomezSteve1981 at gmail.com. I've been having issues too, and then I'll have a phone right now. So that's another thing. I don't have a phone. I try to get one today, but I wasn't able to get one. Um, Shout out to the Lord Creedon. Shout out to you. Um, Shout out to everybody over there in Slap City. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you, Waterboy. Um, Shout out to all you guys over there. Um, they like to follow us, man, and they've been following us. I mean, I'm just barely beginning, man. So this is all like kind of still new. I don't know if I posted the link out there. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do that now. Um, Give me 1 second, guys. Um, Let me see how could I extract this right here. Um, Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. Welcome to the Brown and Chicano Podcast, by the way, guys. Um, Maybe this is it right here. Um, yeah, I think that's it right there. So anybody wants to show up, man. Everybody wants to come in, want to share their story because this is the platform to do so. You know, you want to come over here and chit chat with us, man. Um, you're more than welcome to come through and share some of your experiences, some of your stories. You know, because this is what this whole thing's all about. Oh, excuse me, guys. But this is what this is all about. You know, this is why we made this platform with me and Johnny. Wherever you may be, Johnny, you know we're always out here. Shout out to you, brother, man. My brother from another mother. Shout out to my family too. Shout out to you guys, man. Um, you know, somebody I gotta give a little special. I gotta give a real special thank you for that's been coming through with us, man. And that's my niece Diana. She's been very essential, man, to us, helping grandma out, taking us places here and there. Because obviously I don't have a vehicle right now. Not to mention they stole it. They stole the grandpa mobile. They stole it. I think you're fat boy. I still got to deal with them. I still got to deal with you, fool. Fat boy. Still got to deal with them fools, man. And then fat boy's blaming Willow for taking my other stuff, eh? And my pistol and all that stuff, man. I got like two pistols that are missing, man. Who's jacked me. That's what I get for being a freaking idiot and going over there and trusting people. I ended up spending the night over there in a freaking alley, man. You know, on a sofa with some other fools. I walked up, man. It was a freaking Moreno from East LA. Was yeah. By the way, you too, Moreno. You know what you got from me. I need that back. I need that slider back. Well, anyways, I woke up, man. That fool was right there next to me. Fool was asleep. That fool was knocked out too. Man, but yeah, things happen, man. I think it's all my fault, man. It's all my fault. I ain't got nobody else to blame but myself, me, myself, and I. But yeah, guys, man. So yeah, man, I've been, you know, been a little bit of a bidding, man, and just messing, screwing around like I shouldn't. But I was just I was overindulging in myself and you know, drinking these. That's another thing, man. You just gotta stop drinking that cheap beer, man. Every time you drink that cheap beer, man. In this case, I was drinking some freaking some OEs, man. I was straight going, man. I was straight ghetto, man. Last night drinking some OEs, some Old English. that thing just puts you. Now I can understand, man. The fools go freaking out of their freaking minds, eh? When you're drinking that stuff, eh? And they're real cheap too, man. They're like, a tall can is like $2.50 for, and the small ones is like $1.25. The what you call it, the 16 ounce, uh, Old English. The tall ones, the 24 ounce. By the way, I put it somewhere over there. That thing is $2.50. So you can get yourself a pretty much a 50 ounces of alcohol for $5. And that thing will take you downtown, man. It'll take you. It'll take you. And just gotta stop drinking that nasty stuff, eh? That's why I rather stick to drinking the better stuff, eh? You drink some of the good stuff like Coronas, Modelos, Pacificos, or stuff like that, and and you won't get so whacked out. You're like more in control of yourself. Excuse me. But when you're drinking that other stuff, man, you're just like out of control. You get yourself out of control. Um, I'm not sure if you guys can actually hear me, man. Can you guys actually hear me? I don't know. Put that in the comments. See what you guys think. If you guys can hear me or not. Um, because when I was checking right now before I got into the live stream, um, I did the microphone seemed to be working fine. So, but if you guys are out there, man, just let me know. Um, but I wonder where you are, Johnny. Wonder what you're doing. You know, right now over there in Aguascalientes, over there where you are right now, it's about. So right now it's 7:48. This is a pregame show. We officially start at 8. So in your time it should be 9. Right now it should be 8:48 in your local time, because you're like, I think, in Central Time or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. This is Pacific Time where we are right now, and I think yours is Central Time, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, guys, man, So yeah, so what to talk about, man? Well, like I said, I was out there drinking, man, and I was kicking it with Drama. They call this with Drama. It's an African American dude. Um, I had a van that was parked over in the back of the house, and me and and Grandpa, my my uh my daughter's grandpa, shout out to him, mi suegro. Um, he was over there, and he helped me drag it out with my truck. The truck that I have, put some chains around it, and we dragged it out while he drove it. And and so the guy was living in the street, pretty much, just, they had nowhere to sleep. There was like a couple of sofas over there, and right there on the. He was like camping out basically over there, like in the containers over there in the railroad tracks. He was basically sleeping right there in the railroad tracks. Drama. And so Drama, there was like some sofas that somebody just happened to abandon right there, eh? And the poor guy was sleeping right there, just out in the open. And so I decided to, I told him, "Fool, if you can come up with some cash or whatever, man, or or whatever, the van's yours, man. I'll let you have it. Let you have the van. Just just let me know when you can come up with some cash or whatever." But I was just thinking, just letting him have it, you know. But man, I need the freaking money, man, because my truck, you know, it needs some working on. And all of a sudden, it just, it was unexpected. And so I need to change the whole wheel hub. So I need to change the whole thing because the wheel, apparently the rim started eating the freaking the where where the lug nuts go in. It got stripped. All the freaking the threads got stripped. So I had to change the whole thing. I mean, I could just easily change the studs. Take it to the machine shop, get it changed and whatnot. But it's just easier. It's gonna be more or less the same if I just go ahead and change the whole the whole disc. Might as well put a new one, and I might as well just change both of them because it doesn't make any sense just to change one side. I mean, you can, but then on top of that, I would have to change the brakes too. You know, and I could do all the work myself. Because I did mechanic work for over 20 years, and I went to school for it, and my dad was mechanic for over 50 years. And I did work for over 20 years, mind you guys. That's why I'm all freaking jacked up. Um, Not to mention the recent injury that I have, where I definitely need to go to the freaking doctor. My ribs are fractured for sure because I could feel the shifting right here in my freaking ribs. I could feel it now that the swelling has gone down, and I could feel my ribs are freaking shifting. Especially when I cough or when I sneeze or something. Man, it's just like this agonizing pain. Like super agonizing. And I need to go get myself checked out. I really do. Man, just talking about it, just oh my gosh. And I've been walking around like that, eh? And today I had to walk. I had to walk several miles today. You know, I had to go to this. I had to go to the county office because there was some things that were not happening, and I straightened that out. I straightened the whole thing out now. But and I think that's probably the reason too. I've been drinking too, man, because the freaking pain is just so agonizing, and the 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 Mexican medicine is not really. It works, man, but it's not working it's just I need something stronger, eh? I think I just been overindulging myself and just been drinking this other stuff, and then since I was kind of broke with very little money, um, and I was just paying stuff with pocket change. I started buying the cheap OEs, man, drinking the freaking OEs, the Old English, which is which threw another freaking monkey wrench, open another can of worms. Because that stuff, man, like I said, you just like when you're drinking the good stuff, when you're drinking like the Coronas and you're drinking the other kind of like good quality beer, you're in control. Heineken's stuff like that. But when you're drinking that other stuff, man, you're out of control. It gets you out of control, man. It's just like it's just there's no way around it. And I can understand why these fools go all whacked out, drinking having all these fools fighting in the freaking street over here, right here in Watts, because all them fools drink is nothing but OEs, including freaking Crip Mac or that. Oh man, if I start talking about this food, man, I'm gonna open another can of worms. You know, we all know this food's not legit, man. That fool grew up in a nice place over there in freaking Chino Hills, saying he's from South Central, 55th Street, and I don't know what the freaking gang that doesn't even exist anymore, eh? That gang, that gang ceased to exist like in the 50s or something, or in the 60s or something like that, eh? And that fool claims to be from 55th Street, from Crips, and he's a one man gang, basically. That's what he is. He's a one man gang. BJ Crip Mac. Look him up. That fool got tattoos all over his freaking face and all that stuff, eh? And then he cuts his hair like with man, I think my shoelaces are more legit than that fool, man. Sorry to say it like that, brother, man, but you can't be pretending something you're not, man. Look at me, man. Look, at least I get to say I did it and I lived it when I was younger. Obviously, I don't live that lifestyle anymore, and I'm not no freaking gangbanger no more, and I don't do that kind of stuff no more. Here, mijo, I put that. Forgot to give it to your brother. Thank you, mijo. You know, I left that stuff a long time ago, man. Not even in my 20s, I wasn't even doing that stuff anymore, eh? But at least I could say I lived it when I was, believe it or not, man, I got jumped in the beach neighborhood when I was 5 years old. 5 years old. 5 years old. I got jumped in to well, I'm not gonna say no more because obviously I don't want. Well, you guys probably already know if you guys like scroll. You guys already know that my brothers were from 40th Street. My brother Paito, rest in peace, and my brother Spanky, and my tío Dopey. They were all from 40th Street, and so that's who I was claiming to be with from 40th Street. Our more enemies were 38th Street. But I don't gangbang no more, man. I stopped gangbanging a long time ago. You know. And then we went, and then we were living in South Central, right here on 42nd Street and Central, and then that's where I grew up. And then from there we went to East LA when I was 11 years old, and then that opened another freaking can of worms over there, man. Living in East LA, and you had an Aliso Village, man. You had the Primera Flats, you had the Al Capones, you had the East Coast Crips gang, you had the Rascals, you had the East LA, which was Moreno's from right there. You had the Clarence Street Locals, you had the TMZs, the which was the Mexican crew. Then you had Cuatro Flats. Man, oh man, oh man. They were shooting practically every single day, man. I kid you not, man. They was shooting every day. You'll hear shooting. They were shooting all the time. They were blasting each other because the East Coast Crip gang didn't get along with they were allied with Al Capone, and they didn't get along with Primera Flats. Nor did they get along with East LA. And then Primera Flats were allied with them fools were allied with the Rascals. And then what happened with the Rascals? The Rascals they ceased to exist, and they merged between the East LAs and the Primera Flats. So it was like half and half. Kind of when they ceased to exist, and so they went half and half. Because half of these fools lived over there, and half of the other fools lived over there. And Clarence Street Locals, they didn't get along with nobody. Probably only with Al Capone, but they didn't get along with nobody. They didn't get along with East LA. They didn't get along with TMC. They didn't get along with Primera Flats. Get along with Cuatro Flats. They didn't get along with nobody. Them fools are just like, and they were like a big gang too, man. They were like sort of a small little gang, you could just say. But Clarence Street Locals didn't get along with nobody, eh? And them fools were right there, man. There was a street that was called Clarence Street. And so it kind of wrapped around the projects like this, between the First Street all the way to 4th Street. And them fools were right there. And then you have Primera Flats that were like, they had a little small section over here, but then they had the hill. It was like this place called a hill, because the hill is like they call it the clock. It was a liquor store. They had a big old clock, and they called it the clock. The clock tower or something like that. And it was like up in the hill like this from 1st Street, which the street was called Boyle Street. Boyle. And then, obviously, ironically, the whole place was called Boyle Heights, which is Boyle Heights, which huh? All right. When we get a chance, Michael. Sorry about that, guys. And so yeah, you have these fools, man. You had all these pinche barrios right there, eh? And TMZs didn't get along with East LA. They were mortal enemies. And Cuatro Flats, they didn't get along with TMZs either. But Cuatro Flats and I think if I'm not mistaken, Cuatro Flats and East LA didn't get along, so to speak. They were like, like, but Primera Flats and East LA got along pretty well. But it's just that Cuatro Flats, it was just kind of like a iffy kind of relationship they had. And ironically, Primera Flats killed one of the pinche Cuatro Flats. They're supposed to be from the same neighborhood. Because Cuatro Flats, it represents 4th Street. And Primera Flats was, First Street. So you had First Street. And so Primera Flats, right? And so these fools didn't get along with each other, eh? And, well, this fool ended up killing one another. Primera Flats ended up killing a Cuatro Flat guy. And then so after that, it just like started a major war. So when they killed my brother Paito, back then, you had at one time, which was like in the mid '90s, there was a lot of drive-by shootings, and a lot of people were getting killed. Innocent people were getting killed. Children and women and children were getting shot and killed. So the M, the Mexican mafia, got involved and said anybody that does any freaking drive-by shootings again is gonna get the green light. What does that mean? Well, what that means is that you're gonna get the green light. That means that all the neighborhoods, even if they get along with you, for example, let's say East LA and Primera Flats, right? They get along, right? So you're gonna get the green light. That means that you're fair game. So that means that East LA or let's say Primera Flats. Well, Primera Flats was a major even to this day, they're like a major players in the MX community with the Mexican mafia. They had too many members, so they were like pretty much immune because they had way too many. Which is, I'll get back to that right now. Which is why we found out that the person that had killed my brother was a member from Cuatro Flats. So this fool was immune. These guys were pretty much immune. They couldn't do nothing to these guys because they confused my brother. He was coming from he was coming from a party like around 1 or 2 in the morning, and his homeboy Smokey told him, hey, let me give you a ride. I'll give you a ride home. And I said, nah, man. My brother was like, nah. He was adamant. He was like, nah, all these fools know me, man. It's all good. I'm gonna go walking home. So my brother decided to go walking home. He was really stubborn, man. He was stubborn as hell. So when my brother was walking home, Paito, some fool, they saw him, and my brother was like, fully attired, with the, like who's like when they're coming out of the prison, with the light blue shirt, with the one button right here and everything. My brother was full of tattoos, and so he's coming in with his dickies and his freaking and his shoes, like straight up from the pen. It's like he just came out of. It looked like he just came out of prison, and my brother used to dress like that. And so some fool decided to shoot him in the back. Shot him 3 times with 357. And so when he cut that corner, it was a guy right there waiting for him right there with a high-power rifle and shot him right here, right in the face. Boom. And blew his head off. Well, not his head, but the back of his head was blown out. When he was in the funeral, you could see that the back of his head was pretty much straight. He perished that way. Got shot and killed. And so when they found out that it was these guys, there was this guy, they call him Trusty and Scooby. these fools went over there and go shoot these fools up. Cuatro flats. They want to go over there and shoot these fools up. And so when he was in, this fool got caught. Trusty got caught, and Scooby got caught too. You know, from 40th Street. They got caught, man. And then there was this one fool like, hey, fool, where you from? Like, I'm from Cuatro Flats. I said, really? You from Cuatro Flats? That fool pulled out a freaking pen, dude, and started stabbing that fool in the face. Bap, 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 bap. I said, fool, you're a punk. So the reason I'm in here is because of you fools, man. Shot up my my homeboy Paito. Started stabbing that fool in the face. Bap, 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 bap. Because he was in there because he went to go shoot these fools up. Some freaking wild stuff, man. Some wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. And I don't know whatever happened to Trusty, man. But he went in there for sure for shooting, for going over there, go blasting these fools. But like I said, they were kind of pretty much immune because they found out later on that these fools were, you know, they got too many members from the Mexican mafia. And my brother, they said, anybody goes out there shooting anybody right now, it's gonna get the freaking green light because of what happened to my brother. Because the word got out to the Mexican mafia. Because my brother was like a straight up OG. He was like the originator of 40th Street. As soon as he got shot and killed, dude, the pretty much 40th Street was pretty much finished. And watch, I got some pictures of some fools right here. Watch. You guys don't believe me. Just a second. I got this old picture, man, of these vatos. Check that out. That's El Midget from the guy that's wearing the white hat. The one in the middle is Topo. And the other one with the black hat is Pirata. This was in my brother-in-law's house, by the way. My brother-in-law, my sister's still married to this fool. Right there, this was on 41st Street. And so, yeah, Midget, by the way, Midget, man, rest in peace. He shot and killed himself, because he found out that his wife was cheating on him or something like that, and this fool committed suicide. Unfortunately, something crazy. I don't know whatever happened to Pirata, but pinche Topo's still around. That fool's, matter of fact, is my brother-in-law's. This is my brother-in-law's his brother. We were just drinking with that fool not so long ago, and my mom's birthday. That fool was right there. I got some other pictures right here. This was when we were in East LA. Let me show you guys some crazy pictures, man. I gotta be really selective of what I gotta show you. But yeah, shout out to you guys, man. We were like in East LA. Oh yeah, look. This is me when I was a youngster. The freaking glare sucks. This right here, this youngster right here, allegedly is the son of my brother Paito. Right now, he's like about 26, 27 years old. But it still has not been confirmed from a DNA test whether that's his son or not. We still don't know. Oh, that's me throwing a freaking front kick right there with Crow. I think I told you guys about Crow before. That fool was the one that taught me how to martial arts and all that stuff. He was throwing right there a side kick. You can barely see that fool because that fool used to wear all black. Oh yeah, when I used to tell you guys that we used to play basketball outside in the alley over there in East LA with a freaking, basically what it was just like a milk crate. There it is, look. This is my brother right there playing with my nephew. My nephew right now who's in jail. That's my brother, Big J. Rest in peace. That was in East LA. That was in the alley. Man, when I tell you guys something, man, I don't be bullcrapping, man. I ain't got no freaking reason to be lying to nobody, eh? When I tell you guys something, man, it's because that's the way it is. Ain't got no freaking reason to be lying to nobody, man. This is my pops right there when he was younger in the alley. I think that's my pops still right there too. And that's my nephew Chispi, same guy who's in jail. They said when he was younger right there, he was a kid. That's when he was a real youngster. He was a real pain in the rear, dude. He was a straight up baby crier. That's the way he's getting in a fight with that fool, man. Oh yeah, that's when I was showing off to grandma and everybody else. That's me right there. That was like when I was like getting out of the gangbang clothes and everything, and I wanted to show off to them that I was becoming a normal person now. So I decided to put that shirt on with a tie, just for the hell of it. We're talking about that was probably like in 1997 or 98 or something. We got some other pictures right here. Oh yeah, look, this was when I was a little freaking kid, dude. They cut my hair bald, dude. That's my grandma. And that's my brother Big J right there. That was grandma, man. Rest in peace, my grandma. She was a tough freaking lady, man. She was like, man, she'll kick your ass, man. She won't let herself with nothing, eh? That was me right there though. In red. Well, that's when I used to box right there, look. That was my nephew, and that's my brother Big J right there. I must have been like 16 or 17 years old right there. I actually look older in my actual age. I actually look older. That's my nephew Andy. That fool has kids and everything now. I remember that picture right there. Eh? We took a picture. I think I was the one that took that picture. I used to change that fool's diapers and everything. Eh? My sister used to go out there and party, man, and I used to be right there taking care of that fool. I used to charge my sister, obviously. And some other fools right there when we used to go to church. That's me somewhere back there with the striped shirt. I was like about 15 or 16 years old. See, I look older than when I really was. I was like, yeah, like about 14, 15. That was like about 15 years old. 15 or 16. Right there. And my brother acting dumb. My nephew. My two nephews. And these guys right here playing in the alley. They used to like to skateboard. My brother Big J right there on the bike. They had created this little ramp. I think this fool had fall down right here. Holy smokes, what happened? Oops, sorry. This fool had fall down. My nephew. What happened to the rest of the pictures? Oh yeah, look. My brother Paquito right here. That's me right there, by the way. That little boy right there. I don't know if you guys can see him. That's me. That's grandma. And that's my brother Paquito right there. When he was in prison. And that's my niece. The niece. I was like about 5 years old right there, eh? That's when I first got jumped in. That's my sister Adriana right there. She used to be a good-looking woman. She's still a good-looking woman. You see her today. Because obviously she's a lot bigger now. And this one, he got a little bit old. Look, that's me right there with the big eyes. That's my brother, Big J. My niece right there, Yadira. She got kids and everything now. That was over there in South Central. And that's me right there making a funny face. That's my brother Paito right there. That's Grandma. And that's me visiting him right there in jail. He spent 10 years in jail, man. 10 years of his life. And he only spent about a year and a half out here. Yeah. I really miss my brother. I still love this guy, man. Look at me. Look how smitten I was, man. Just to have him around, dude. And then when he got out of jail, everywhere he went, I went with him. Yeah. Yeah, even to this day, it still hurts, man. It's been over 20 years that it still hurts, Yeah, man. We'll see each other one day. Yeah, I miss my brother. Well, anyways, yeah. Yes, that's the way it was. Yeah, my brother Paito. Oh, this was my grandpa right here with my pops, and that's my younger brother right there. That was grandpa, man. I remember when he came over here to visit over here to the United States. There he is, right there again. And that was his mother, my great grandmother. She 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 passed away, and she was like about 87 years old, or 90 or something like that. But that was my grandpa right there. That fool was a crazy fool, man. That fool was a womanizer, though. It's just funny, man. He was a freaking womanizer, dude. But I was never a freaking womanizer. Ironically, look at this grandpa right there when he used to drink. Look at all the freaking beers in the back, eh? Don Mario, ese güey le decían la loca. Ese güey que está ahí with the red hat, la loca. Ay, loca. That fool was a freaking, straight up freaking Johnson and Johnson crack. Freaking sniffing all the time, man. That fool, like freaking, his nose already was probably all clogged up already. Eh? That fool, every time he talked, ese güey era de Sinaloa. Like, damn, that fool was a freaking crazy ass fool, man. Look at all my sisters right there. Eh? The grandma, my sisters, from right to left. I'm sorry, from right to left. That's grandma, the one in black, and then you have my sister Rafa. And then you have my sister, the oldest one, which is Angelica, and then you have Estrella, and then you have my sister Monica. The one that's missing right here is Adriana, who's not here. And the ones up here, that's my tia Veronica, which is my dad's. By the way, the car in the background you see back there with the T-tops, that's my freaking Trans Am, my 1978. Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am. You fools don't say I'm freaking lying. And so that was mi tia Veronica right here from right to left. And you got Grandma, and then tia, my sister Rafa, Angelica with the blue. My tia mi tia Chabela, my sister Monica in the bottom, my grandma, and then my sister Estrella, all the way to the far left. That was my sister. And look at me right here. I'm telling you, man, I look older than what I was. I think I was like 14 years old right there. I look freaking older than what I really was. And you got my brother in the middle, my grandpa, and then you got my brother in the far right. I was really apprehensive at that moment with my brother. Me and him we were not in speaking terms. Me and him didn't speak for like about an entire year, man. We got in a straight up fight one time, like in a fist fight, straight up, like a straight up fist fight, eh? You know, knocking each other's teeth out and everything. Me and him used to get down, man. I miss him though, man. It's my brother. Rest in peace, my brother, man. Things happen, man. Well, anyways, I think I showed you guys pretty much everything I had here in this little album. I'm gonna show you guys later on. I got some more. I got a bigger album over there in the living room. I'm gonna show you guys that one on the next one. But yeah, I'm not a spring chicken no more, eh? I'm 42 years old, man. I'm not no freaking youngster no more, eh? I've been around. I got around. You know. So say that I don't have no experience whatsoever. It's an understatement, big time. I've been around, dude. I've been around big time, eh? Shout out to you guys, man. The people who are watching us right now, man. Shout out to you guys, man. Puro Chicano U-turn. Yeah, guys, man. I appreciate you guys, man, sticking around and watching what I have to say right here. You know, and showing you guys and you guys sharing this stuff with me, man, or me sharing this stuff with you guys and you guys sticking around. I really appreciate you guys, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know, um, I don't know what happened to the rest of the people, man. I don't know what happened to Lord Creedon. I don't know what happened to Johnny Hash Brown. I don't know what happened to the rest of the other guys. Everybody's always invited. And like I said, all you guys are always invited to come over here and show up. The link is right there. If you guys want to come over here and tell me your story, man, and you guys got, you know, everybody got a story, man, but sometimes we ain't got nobody to tell it to. And so this is where this thing, this platform was born out of that, you know, because me and Johnny, Hash Brown, shout out to you, brother, my brother from another mother. That's why this thing existed, because he was sort of in the same boat as I am. You know, we have a lot to say, but just ain't got nobody to kick it with, man, and nobody to tell it to, man. And me and him, man, we used to like spend hours just talking, dude. Like, and it just seemed like it's like me and him would talk, man, and it's like it just seemed like it was only like about 15 minutes, and we've been already talking for 2-3 hours already. It's just that kind of chemistry that me and him have, you know, that we still have, you know, and you know, and every time I talk to him, and every time we speak to each other, it's like a long lost a friend, you know, like a brother, family member. You know, even though we've uh, we've only met each other not so long ago, you know, we met each other what this year, barely this year, and it just seems like, you know, we've known each other for a very long time already. It's ironic, you know. It's just sometimes you get to know somebody just by speaking to this person for like a, you know, you spend hours talking to this individual, and it's not a lot to it. And then next thing you know, you're like, dude, man, like it's like I've known you for a very long time. It's like we known each other forever, because we spend that just that amount of time. We get so intimate, so to speak, like sharing a lot of things that it just it becomes that, and that's why we call each other like that, my brother from another mother, and shout out to you, Johnny, you know, I love you, my brother, you know, and Evan too, man, Evan, Slab City News, we spoken like that too, maybe not as in depth as Johnny or even Carlos from Slab City TV, but we have spoken enough time to understand that we have a certain respect for each other, and we consider, I love you guys like that too, just like like Lord Creedon too, we might not have spoken like like as in depth as Johnny, but we spoken enough time where we have that respect, towards each other, where like, yeah, he's a cool guy. I respect him, he respects me, and that's all it takes, just that respect, that mutual respect, you know, where you guys get to be like, yeah, I respect this individual, man. This guy, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. What else can you say about the guy? Nothing to it, and that just that simple mutual respect. It's all it takes, and especially us as men, as individuals, you know, especially when you've been around, you kind of do tend to be like, you know, what you're looking for in a friendship. You know what you're looking for in an individual, or what kind of flaws are you looking, or what kind of red flags are you looking for in that one individual, where you're gonna be like, Chale, I don't know if I can trust this fool, Even though I trusted a lot of fools that I was not supposed to, I got jacked, and then all the stuff that the idiotic things that I did, were knocking a few back and just being a freaking idiot, which you have to own up to, which I do, you know, because part of growing up is understanding when you're screwing up, or when you screwed up. That's how you grow. You grow with affliction, through affliction. That's how you grow. What happens when you work out? You know, you have to tear the muscle, right? How do you make it grow? Well, you have to bench press, and you have to curl, you know, a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time and a certain amount of weight to tear that muscle. And then what happens after that? You go home and then you grow, you know, with recovery. The same thing. You go through affliction. You go through an affliction, and then you go back and you reflect on it. And you grow, you grow mentally, grow as an individual. But if you don't, then you're just wasting your time. You're not gonna grow. You're just gonna be an average Joe, a schmo, you know, and you're not gonna grow, because you're not allowing yourself to grow. But if you let yourself and you allow yourself to grow through, um, through accountability, then that's the way you're gonna grow. That's the way you're gonna understand what you did wrong. Because if you don't, nobody's gonna do it for you. You have to do it yourself, man. You have to take personal accountability for your mistakes. If you don't, how is the body gonna recover? How are you gonna recover by yourself? You can't do it. It's not just gonna happen. You know, you have to personally reflect on yourself. You have to personally reflect on your mistakes. You know, how do you how do you how do you forge and how do you make a metal strong? How do you make a sword super sharp and strong? Got to put it through the fire, right? If you don't put it through the fire, how are you gonna forge it? You can't forge anything if you don't put nothing through the fire. That's why you got to put yourself through the fire. You know, it's like when you're becoming a professional fighter. How do you grow as a fighter? By getting your ass handed to you in the gym every day, getting black eyes, busted noses, and you know, getting your ribs fractured and all that stuff. Getting your butt kicked every day in the freaking gym, sparring. That's how you grow. That's how you become something strong. Of you think Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather and all them fools became great fighters just by looking at videos? Nah, man, them fools went through the grind. Fools are coming back home with bloody noses, man, and busted noses, man, and big old black eyes like this, man. Coming back home with two big heads, you know, busted lips and everything, man. You know how many times I came back home with freaking busted lips, man, and freaking busted noses? Look at this big old scar I got right here, man. Getting kicked in the freaking face in a street fight. Right here. Look at that. See it? I should have gotten stitches, man, but I never did. That's what I'm talking about, eh? Understanding how to get kicked in the freaking face. Getting punched in the nose. You know? Getting socked up. Going home with freaking black eyes. People understand that? If you never been kicked in the face, man, and you never been jumped by more than multiple people, then you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, eh? Because I have. I've gotten jumped, man. I've gotten jumped by multiple people, eh? Getting stomped on and everything, dude, in the freaking head. Getting jumped, man, while you're trying to cover yourself up, eh? Over there in East LA. Shoot. Been going through that since I was like 5 years old. When I first got jumped into the freaking gang, eh? Not to be boasting or nothing like that, man. It's just to tell you, just to show you fools that you need to put yourself through the fire, man. You know? That's how you're gonna grow, not just by talking about it, by thinking you're all bad, you think you're all this. Nah, man. It's either you went through it or not. Thank God I was smart enough to stay out of freaking jail. Yeah, I went to juvenile hall for a little bit. But I never been to the pinche to the prisons or to none of the other stuff, eh? Because I stood away from it. I stopped gangbanging when I was supposed to, when it was the right time. You know? You know, God's been real good to me, man. I must say, I gotta give a lot of credit to Lord Jesus Christ, that He's kept me away from all that stuff, eh? He's kept me away from throwing my life away. You know, God knows what other kind of stuff I would have probably done, man. Been shooting at fools, man. When I was carrying a strap, man. When I was freaking 11 years old, man, I was already carrying a freaking strap. You know, I was already carrying a pistol. Imagine what kind of atrocities I could have probably done with that, or gotten myself in the kind of mess I would have gotten myself into. Not to mention me getting shot at. Man, I got shot at, man, many times too, man. I could have gotten shot and killed. You know, that could have happened to me, man. Not to mention the time where the freaking house got shot up, man. I was right there, leaning on the freaking rails, dude. Next thing you know, you hear a freaking gunshot. Boom! It was a freaking shotgun, dude. It was a 20 gauge. Boom! The first freaking hit threw my freaking hat off. my head. Boom, and it hit like on. I was like on the stud of the freaking door, like on the door like that, and I was like leaning towards it, man, and freaking thing hit. Boom, man, it threw my freaking hat off, and that was the first freaking hit. Boom, and then you could just hear that fool going, racking it. Boom, boom, and then some other fool with a 45. Boom, 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 boom. Me and my brother-in-law were outside. There was this fool. They call this fool Snoopy from Al Capone and Smurf. And fools were trying to borrow my brother-in-law's over there in East LA in the projects. They were trying to borrow that fool's um his Monte Carlo. He had a white Monte Carlo, one of them old school ones. It was like a 1970 something, like a 76. That fool wanted to borrow his freaking. Oh, come on, man, and then my brother-in-law was like, nah, fool, it's because you're freaking drunk, fool. Nah, man, I'm going to go get somebody, man, and he want to go get Smurf. And Smurf was like, nah, fool, I got a license, fool, I don't drink. And said, no, yo no fumo, no tomo. And that fool he wanted to go so badly to a freaking party over there in West Covina. He wanted to go really bad, dude, that he wanted to go get this fool. And so, the windows are right there, dude. So the first shot was right there, dude, and I was like dressed like a freaking gangbanger, dude. The freaking hat and each baggy Dickies, man, or some Ben Davis, I think I was wearing or something, with a big old baggy shirt. I was like about 13 or 14. Boom, boom, and then all the windows where fools were standing at, all the freaking windows right there got shattered, dude. The whole thing. That fool and my brother-in-law was outside bumping it. He was drinking, and that fool was bumping it, some music. And so as soon as we started hearing those gunshots, fool, man, we started crawling inside the freaking house, straight up inside the house. Boom, started like crawling, man, and like we crashed against each other, man, because we were like that desperate to get inside the freaking house so we won't get shot. Luckily, he didn't get shot in the buttocks, man, because that's how bad it was, dude. It was some hardcore stuff, dude. Like, not to mention the time too where freaking Chico, man. I think I told this story before. Chico told us, Marco Pone told us, go over there, go get a freaking a shirt from his lady. Go down there, man, and we went down there with Dennis. That fool like, yeah, no, it's go tell his girlfriend Muñeca to go get him a shirt because that fool had no shirt. That fool had just gotten a tattoo, and that fool like, we went down there and then we went back up because it was like a 3-story building right there in East LA in the projects too. And like, man, she doesn't know what you're talking about. Are you serious, man? Nah, hell no. Let me see. Get out of the way, man. Let me go down there. And so when that fool went downstairs, man, 2 fools came out of nowhere, man, and boom, 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 and shot that fool right here in the freaking shoulder, dude. When he came back out, the fool ran upstairs. They were like, son of a bitch, motherfucker, got me, man. They got me. That fool was right here with a big ass bullet hole right here, dude, in his freaking shoulder, eh? Like nothing. That fool took off. He had like a regular shirt, like not like like a button shirt. That fool took it off because he was borrowing it from the other fools. But as soon as we started hearing those gunshots, man, all of us freaking ran inside the house. Fool. Boom, because them fools are shooting. And that could have been me and Dennis because he was gonna send us back down there again. Tell that hoe to give me tell that itch to I ain't playing around, man. She knows what I'm talking about. And he's like, move out of the way, man. Let me go over there and talk to this hoe. And imagine, dude, that could have been me and that other fool. What God has, liberated us from, man. Many, 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 many deaths, man. Like many, many shootings, for sure. I've been real fortunate. I've been real fortunate for real. There have been many times I could have been shot and killed, for sure. or at least gotten paralyzed or something. But God, loves us so much. I guess I guess I have a purpose here in this world for something, you know. And that's where you punks not to freaking go out there, man, and start gangbanging, dude. It's not worth it, man. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth going out there, man. And I'm not trying to glorify none of this stuff, eh? Believe me. I'm just trying to tell you guys my experiences, eh? This is not this. You think you're all cool, man? This and that, and this and that. Man, that thing will take your life, man, in a freaking split second, and you'll be out of there. Look what happened to the biggest, baddest fool that ever lived, which was my brother Paito. Where is he right now? He's been 6 feet under for like 30 years already. Kid you not. Well, 28 years. Almost to be exact. My brother, I was 14. He got shot and killed. Right now I'm 42. Ain't worth it, man. For what? For clout? Think you all bad? You trying to do this and that? Trying to do this like this fool? That's why I was critical about this fool Crip Mac. It's not worth it, man. Thinking for what? For who? For you? Who's gonna care? Thinking for what? Thinking Puto, you can get yourself smoked, man. You know, roll you up, man. Roll you up, man. Smoke you like a blunt. That's what's gonna happen. For what? For clout? You don't know what's on the other side, man. What's gonna happen to you on the other side? Not for what? Try to get clout, man. Shit right here, man. Shit right here in your back of your head, man. Pendejo. Chale. That's why I got out of it, man. This is not worth it, man. I saw what happened to my brother, man. I saw what happened to my other homies too, man. Look at my brother, my homeboy Joaquin too, man. Who got shot 9 times in the freaking back, and I saw that fool die right in front of me, man. Why he was bleeding to death right there, eh? Homeboy Joaquin, rest in peace. And his brother got shot and killed too, man. Pinche Joker. On Blythe Street. On the Valley. That fool went over there and go shoot up some fools, man. That fool ran out of bullets out of his freaking clip, man. And they cornered that fool right there in the freaking alley, dude, and shot and killed that fool right there. Just because he thought he was all this and that. Just imagine that, eh? Where is he right now? We don't know. Did he go to heaven? Did he go to hell? Where the heck is he? Ya no se sabe. And let's just say the guy was not a religious guy. Let's just say he wasn't a religious guy. He wasn't. Neither was his brother, Joaquin. And that fool was supposed to go train with me that same freaking day. But he decided to go talk to these freaking little hoes that had just moved into the projects. And that fool was all dressed, all G'd up, dude, with freaking Dickies, brand new Dickies, and a brand new Dickie shirt. Lady fool, he was supposed to train with me today because he was my training partner. I had just gotten a bench, and I had gotten a speed bag, and he used to be my sparring partner, dude, because I was boxing at that time. So I'll let that fool throw punches at me, and that fool like, fool, I can't even hit you, fool. He'll throw all kinds of punches at me, and I'll be like, and that fool couldn't hit me. That's how good I got. that fool like, nah, fool, I'm not gonna train today with you, man. No, I'm gonna go over here talk to these girls, man. I wanna smash with these girls, man. They were two sisters, from El Salvador. And he went for wanted to smash with them girls, eh? Before anybody else got to them. The only thing he got, man, got smashed to the ground. Wouldn't make it to the hospital. Next thing you know, I heard somebody arguing outside. Somebody arguing outside. Next thing you know, I just started hearing bah, 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 bah. It was like about 16 shots or something, man. We got 9 of them in the back. They shot that one in the back. Chick Joaquin. And I went outside, dude, and I couldn't bear the sight of him just right there laying down, dude. And there was this lady, man, that showed up, man, and started giving him the prayers of you know, salvation, you know, for prayer to accept Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior. And he did. And they took him away. I couldn't bear sight of it, man. Start, you know. Next thing you know, the next day, I just oh, and I remember clearly, man. His mom like, oh, they shot Joaquin, and his dad came out running like, no, mi hijo, and something like really dramatic, dude. His dad started running towards his son, dude, and his mom too started running towards his son. No, they shot Joaquin. No, they got it. They got him. Le pegaron a Joaquin. And that's when everybody, you know, went outside. Everybody went outside. It was like a big old crowd. That's when I saw him. That's some serious deal, man. Some serious deal, man. Serious. Ain't no joke, man. Yeah, he didn't make it. That punk was supposed to train with me, dude, that day. Wouldn't make it. He wanted to be with these hoes. Hoes costed his freaking life in 304s. But yeah. Well, hey guys, thank you for showing up, man. You guys that tuned in, you know, God bless you guys, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. You know, I really appreciate it. Continue to support the channel. You know, we're just getting started. Like I said, I invite you guys, man, for come through on Sunday. We have another podcast on Sunday, which is every Friday and every Sunday at 8. You know, our pregame show is always at 7:30. Officially, we start at 8. What did I say? 7:30 is when we start our pregame show. At 8 p.m. is when we officially start our podcast. You know, Johnny, come through, man. If you see this, my brother from another mother, try to come through, man, on Sunday. And anybody else that wants to come through, man, and wants to tell their story, because this is what this is all about, you know. You know, we wanna talk to everybody. We want to speak to everybody. Want to give you guys a space, and you guys can come through, man, and you know, be part of the show, man. Be part of the, you know. Shout out to you, Dan. Shout out to you, Goyo. The time that you was coming around. Shout out to you, I believe your name is Leija. I think from Texas. I think. Shout out to you. To you. Um. Shout out to you, Burt Reynolds, too. um. And all you guys too, man. That had tuned in the past. And will continue to show up because I understand. I mean, today's Friday. A lot of people go out there and do their thing. A lot of people, like right now, earlier, I went to the store and I saw a whole bunch of people cashing in their freaking checks, and a lot of people were like buying their drinks, and a lot of people were doing their thing. And so, I completely understand, you know, that we got things to do, just like I had things to do today. And I spent some time with my son, and we got to walk together. And you know, like I said, I'll give my life for my son. And I'm expecting actually my daughter later on tonight. By the way, shout out to baby mama. Este, she was my high school sweetheart. Um, Even though we didn't go to the same high school, but she was my high school sweetheart, and her name is Alicia. Shout out to her, and shout out to the whole family, the Vergara family. Como te digo, también mi suegro. Shout out to mi suegro. Lo quiero mucho. Quiero mucho, suegro. Even though he hasn't been my father-in-law or whatever for a long time, but he's gonna be forever my father-in-law because he's es abuelito de mi daughter. I never met the other one. Like the mother of the father of my two boys. They never got to meet their grandpa because he passed away even before I was with the mom. I did meet the mom though, grandma. Shout out to her, Betty, Miss Betty, and shout out to you, Rick, too. If you're still around. But yeah, guys, man, thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you guys on the next one. I think I got a little bit more, couple of videos. I think I need to. I'm gonna upload. I think I still have some things that I haven't uploaded yet, and I'm gonna work on it right now. My trouble right now is just been having trouble editing. I think I'm getting the hang of it because the phone's kind of funny. Just like the last video that I did with the train, where I was able to merge 3 videos together in the same, and that's kind of what I wanted to do, kind of merge a few of the videos together, but I haven't been able to find a niche on it yet. I'm still working on it. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on it because I still got a lot of stuff that I still need to post out there, and yeah, I know you guys enjoy the scenes with the trains and stuff like that. Kind of cool. And tomorrow, yeah. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to work on going to going to the park tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't like to use the word hopefully, but wishfully, we're gonna try to see if we can go to the park tomorrow with the boys, and my daughter's here. See if we can go to the swimming pool maybe. I haven't been in the swimming pool for a while, and I would like to go over there and get a little bit of workout. And plus, it'll probably help my ribs getting that little cold water on me. Or else, man, or else I'm just gonna go straight to the hospital, man. Cause I need to get it. I need to get an X-ray, dude. For reals, man. For reals. It's like not even a joke, eh? I know I got something. I know I got something going on. And then plus, I've been using this thing right here, this machine. I know it's not just soreness, eh? This thing right here contracts you, and it gives you electricity to stimulate your muscle. And so I've been using it, but yeah, it's more than that, dude. I know it's more than that because it's just like it's just really bad. And then I probably slept like about 2 or 3 hours maybe max. That's why I'm like yeah, that's why I'm wearing these freaking glasses right now too, man. Because yeah. Oh, by the way, man, I mean, you guys like me clean shaven or like this? I don't know. I'm still kind of a little bit confused because I remember when I was like about 20 or even in my early 30s, man. I just had like little thing like cantiflas right here, just like a little few hairs right here and like about 2 or 3 hairs right here only. And that was as much as I grew. And that was it. Now that I'm in my freaking 40s, now it's like I'm a late bloomer, I guess. I'm a late bloomer. Now I'm just starting like my late 30s and early 40s. Now I'm starting to grow this stuff right here. But even though I still don't grow a goatee and I still don't grow nothing right here in the sides, I don't have just like a few hairs right here and a few hairs right here, and that's it. My brother Paito was like that too. He didn't grow much either. He only had like a little bit things here. He was a late bloomer too. I guess the age was a little bit delayed on me and him, or even on grandma because grandma she's in her 70s already, but she doesn't look like she's in her 70s. She looks like she's like in her 50s maybe at the most, and she's already in her freaking already like in her mid 70s. Grandpa was 6 years younger than grandma, but he was more jacked up than grandma. He passed away. Unexpectedly, obviously. And I still think it was like some little bit of foul play right there because he was in a dialysis place, and they neglected him. They should have been watching him, but they didn't watch him. And when he passed away, they looks like they had left him right there for like about 15 minutes without a heartbeat. And they revived him again, but by then it was already too late. He was already brain dead. Now what are you gonna do? Anyways, guys, man, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Hey, man, look, remember I used to sell the saladitos, man? I used to give you like 4 of them. Now it's 50 cents, so it's like 25 cents each. Look, it's only one. It's only 2 of them, and 50 cents. Look, it's not even a fluke because look, there's 2 packs. I remember I used to give you like 5 of them for like 25 cents or even 50 cents. You get like 5 of them. Now it's 2 of them, 25 cents a piece. A disgrace. Unbelievable. Puro Chicano you turn. Talk to you guys later, man. God bless you guys. Godspeed. Shout out to everybody that followed us and tuned in. Special thanks to my sobrina, Diana, también for her husband and pinche Monster Masher. Monster Masher. Somos pinche familia, güey. Whatever we had, whatever discussion we had the other time, people don't even matter. We don't even worry about it. Things happen. We're just freaking men. You know, things happen. Sometimes we don't give a rip, and we just do things and we say things and whatever. But it's all love, fool. It's all love, man. Don't worry about it. And I don't got no beef, you know, with nobody. So I just except that boy and all them mother lovers, fool, them fools that owe me. Fuck them fools. Other than that, nah. You know, pero el que busca encuentra, cabrón. Alright? El que busca encuentra. I'm right here, fool. No way. All love, fool. All love. All love. I love you, my niece, man. I love all you guys, man. Mi cuñado, pinche Miguel, mi hermana Adriana, todas mis hermanas, Angélica, Rafa, Mónica, Freya, all you. Pues también, mis carnales, Well, basically, nomás tengo ya, pues que nomás my brother Joel and my brother Spanky. That's it. We were 5 of us. There was Big J, Paito, Spanky, Joel, and me. We were 5 of us. Now we're just my brother Joel and my brother Spanky and me. That's it. Because my other 2 brothers are gone. They rest in peace. Unfortunate. Y luego, pues, like I said, we still got my 5 sisters. I got a bunch of pinche nephews también. Thank God, man. We haven't lost none of my nephews. Especially the life these fools been having. 2 of them fools are in jail. One of them fools got shot by the pinche cops. Got shot in the shoulder for refusing to cooperate, I guess. That fool's in jail. And the other fool too. The fool's in jail too. Ezequiel and pinche Aaron. Aaron was the one that got shot. Not because what? This dysfunctional family. Yeah. All right, guys, man. I'll talk to you guys later, man. Tune in on Sunday. We'll come back again. And we'll be back at it. It's gonna be about the same time, 7:30, the pregame show. And then the official time is gonna be about 8 Pacific time, obviously. Teresa, man, I miss you. I don't know where you are. But please reach out if you ever get to see this again, or you ever get to see this. I had your phone number and everything, man, but then I lost everything on my other phone with that new number that you had given to me. But I don't know what happened, man. My other phone's dead now, and they won't turn on nothing. They won't even charge. And then I still don't even have an official phone. This phone right here is just for YouTube. Just can only use it only here in the Wi-Fi. About it. I can't do nothing else with it. I don't know. They say that there's like apps, I guess, that you can use to call. It doesn't do me any good if I'm out there in the street. Only when I'm connected to Wi-Fi. Only when it works. So it doesn't really do me no good. So I just keep it like that. But yeah, guys, man. Take care, guys, man. Thank you for showing up again. Chicano U-turn. God bless you guys, man. Godspeed. And Wachamo. Who is Lato Locos forever. Shout out to everybody, man. They followed us. And Wachamos, right? Thank you for being supportive and everything, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. All right. You guys will be supporting the channel, and I will mostly appreciate it since we're just barely growing. I've only been at it for what, like about a couple months only, I think. Doing this, but I haven't even really been at it for like, as far as a long time, like some other guys. Like, let's say my brother from another mother, like Johnny. I think he's been at it a whole lot longer than I have, for sure. Carlos también from Slap City News, and I'm sorry, from Slap City TV, and también Slap City News. Evan, you guys been at it a whole lot longer than I have. I've just been getting started. You know, I'm barely getting my niche. I'm barely getting started to do this whole YouTube thing, and that's that I still haven't even gone to Facebook or Twitter or none of that stuff yet, which I plan later on to do. That way, some of my exes could get to see how well we've been doing. I guess, I don't know. I'll try to rub it on nobody's face, man, but it is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is. You know, we just I didn't want to go there, man, but women do spoil like freaking fruit, or spoil like milk, while us men, we age like fine wine. We only get better with age, and women kind of don't. They have their best moments just like when they're young. When you're your late teens and you're like in the early to mid 20s, and even debatable at the early 30s. But then you're gonna have the critics come out and be like, "Oh yeah, and not the way that I'm saying it, man. It doesn't come from me. It comes from facts, man. It's as simple as that. You know, your market value is it's higher when you're younger, but then these girls think that they get programmed to think that, oh, we're just trying to find ourselves, and we're trying to find ourselves in our 20s, and or like when you try to get them when they're like in their teens, when they're like 18 or 19, they're like, oh no, you're just trying to take advantage of these girls, man. And these girls or when you go overseas and you're like, oh, you're trying to get with these girls that speak little bit of English, and you're trying to take advantage of these girls. They know little to no English or at all, or have a little bit of education and stuff like that. And that just sounds like jealousy to me. Cause ain't nobody want them girls no more. A strong, independent woman. What are you gonna do with a strong, independent woman? Too masculine. It's too combative. But if a man wants peace, we don't want to fight. We don't want to fight with another man. Don't be combative. Where a man seeks is tranquility, peace. You know, not what the Matrix and everybody's trying to tell you, man. You have to be combative and you have to try to fight with your spouse, man. I'll make you happy. You make me happy. You know, if you bring peace to me, I'll bring peace to you. But then sometimes women want to fight. They don't find peace without even fighting, you know. And you give them a little bit of pizzazz, they'll be happy. I mean, yeah, maybe give them a little bit here and there. But those guys don't look for that, man. They want straight up peace and tranquility. That's what we're looking for. We don't want a combative woman who's gonna be fighting with you all the freaking time, man. Hell no. If you want to go do that, man, go get yourself a wrestler or something, or get your boxer. Well, anyways, guys, man, thank you for listening, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Chicano return. Talk to you guys later, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. I'm sorry, Sunday. I might even make an appearance on Sunday. I mean Saturday, but we still don't know yet. That's just gonna be a spare of the moment type thing. Or let's just say that I might just upload some stuff if I go out there, you know, with the kids to the park, like I said. And if it's like a day in a swimming pool or something like that with my daughter and everything, or with the boys, then so be it, and I'm gonna upload it. But let's just be let's just be sure that we'll see what happens from here on then. I cannot promise you anything because I don't like to promise anything at all. Let's just say that. But I can assure you this though, that we'll be coming back pretty soon again, and like I said, comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Puro Chicano return. Oh yeah.